one of the project managers that we do work for at one of the home builders that we haul dirt for recommended me to some other person that he knows. And the guy called me and was like, I need these loads of gravel, a couple loads of gravel. I need two. Can you do it today? And in all these people's worlds, it's like Uber, right? So actually I looked someone else canceled. So I said, yeah, Christy can do it. She can come over. The guy said, okay. I sent him a price. He sent me an email for invoicing. Christy picked up load of crusher on, went over there. Uh, it's a big long driveway, and the guy's only got a tiny little tractor. So Christy said, "Oh, do you want me to put the chains on and do a spread?" Right? And the guy
Mm.
said, "Well, you." The guy. So then the guy says, "Oh, you can do that." And Christy said, "Yeah, I can, but if you get more gravel, not all the drivers can do this, and not all the drivers are good at it. Like I've just done it a lot. I have a lot of my client base is people I do spreads for, so like I'm I'm good at it, but not everyone. I can be. She's like anyway, she does three loads for this guy. She spread it 2 inches thick the whole driveway, so he didn't have to fuck around with his little tractor. Then he called me at the end of the day. He said, I need a fourth load. I said, okay, cool. So Christy was booked, so I sent Andrew with the fourth load. But Andrew has never spread gravel in his life. He does the float moves. Like that's all he does is float moves. I mean, he does haul dirt when he's not busy doing float moves, but I would say that 70 to 80% of his time is float moves. So the guy said, "Oh, so Andrew backed up to dump the gravel in a pile because the guy's like, oh, you got to do a spread." And he was like, okay. So he doesn't even like he didn't know how thick to set the chains and to get the right spread. And like, it's not as easy as everyone thinks.
Oh,
So
sure as shit, that is not an easy thing to do. It's a
this,
fucking terrifying thing to do as well. Like that's not
yeah,
for,
especially when you haven't done it.
yeah.
Like, so I posted a video of Glenn spreading some asphalt and I got a bunch of hate DMs. That guy sucked at that. I'm like, it's fucking dirty asphalt regrind with big chunks in it. It jams in the tailgate. It doesn't like
Yeah.
everything spreads differently, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, Andrew puts chains on, doesn't move the truck fast enough. Box isn't going up. It ends up all in piles. And then the guy starts fucking screaming at him and then says, I'm not paying my fucking bill. Fuck this. This is bullshit. Meanwhile, he really had at the start of the day had just ordered loads of gravel to get dumped in a pile. It was Christy that offered to spread it for him on the first load. Like he didn't ask her to do it.
Yeah.
So and now the guy hasn't paid the bill.
Lean the house.
So it's like the bill's like just under 3K. And I was like, you know what? It's because it's not he's working there for the homeowner. So I'm gonna go there if he hasn't paid tomorrow, I'm gonna go bang on the door and say, hey, like, listen, I put gravel here, I haven't been paid. Just so you know, I'm gonna lien your property.
Yeah.
Just giving you a heads up.
Very got into him.
So whoever this guy is that's working here for you, Steve, fucking like, I'm gonna lean your house just for fun. I don't even care if it costs more than 3 grand. Because like Chad said, I don't really have $3,000 problems. I might lean because this is like some big mansion. I might lean this house just for the fun of leaning the house.
Yeah. Because you can.
Because you can. I can do it. I can make a phone call, lean the fucking house. Like maybe I'll just lean this house for something to do. My lawsuit looks like it might be ending, so I'll be out of lawsuits. So I need to start some new fucking legal proceedings.
But that's what you get if this mansion owner hired some little chuck in a truck to do a little bit of work. That's nobody's fault but the mansion owner. If you're hiring shady
Yes.
people doing shady stuff, then you can feel the consequences. I will never make my problems my client's problems.
Yes. That's why you're busy.
That's what they say.
That day, it's been a rough couple. So first that happened. That was like the first thing that happened that day to Andrew. I was fucking screaming at him for not his fault. And then the next thing he went to was a pool dig. And I called a guy I know with fill sites. I was like, hey, I'm digging this pool. It's clean excavation right out of the ground pool, probably sandy clay. Do you have a spot for it? He goes, yeah, I need that stuff. Bring it here. Okay, cool. So Andrew went to this like weird place off the beaten trail, down some road where the trees are collapsing in on the truck, backed in, dumped the fill, and then that guy went crazy. They told me this would be pure, like pure screened, like topsoil. And he was like, it's from a pool excavation. They fucking think it's gonna be. Like, anyways, that happened to him. And then today,
Wait.
he's
Somebody told this guy he was getting screen fill.
yeah,
He
like
brought him
screened
Rocky
topsoil or
pool
something.
excavation.
He brought him the bottom of a pool excavation because that's what I didn't. I never lie about what's in the trucks because there's no point in it. Like it's going to come out of the truck and someone's going to see it. So if we're hauling crap like rocks and sticks and someone calls me for loads, I'll be like, yeah, I can bring you loads, but it's literally rocks and sticks. Do you want that? Some people say, yeah, I need a bunch of rocks and sticks. It's good for road building. I don't know.
Oh fuck. I got 50 tons of tailings that came off
That's
the
what,
screening. Like just
yeah,
shit. Like what the
yeah.
fuck do you do with this? Like
You call me. That's what everyone in Durham does.
I could
I
tell him,
find
hey,
a
hey, I got some screened stuff here. It's the stuff that stays in the screener. That goes through it.
so today uh we have like a client we move wood for or it's composite decking or some kind of I don't know what it is. Anyways, it's boards. And he called me and said, can you guys do this move to Grimsby to move these skids of wood? I said, but you have to take a skid steer with you because you need to unload the wood on the other end.
Hmm.
I said, yeah, okay. Well, how long's the wood? And he said, they're all 12-foot boards. I said, oh, if it's 12-foot skids and we can double stack them, then yeah, we'll put it on the front. We'll put the skid steer on the back. We'll drive. Grimsby is like 2 hours from us, right? We'll drive it to Grimsby for you. No problem. So then Andrew goes up there. This first, Andrew hasn't had a great couple of days. First, he read the dispatch wrong. And he showed up at the yard at 6 a.m. when I said, you don't need to be at the yard till 8. So he's
Oh.
there. I'm like, he's got the truck started, lights are flashing, he's doing a circle check. I'm like, he's always the first person. What are you doing, man? He's like, well, I'm getting ready to go. I said, but you can't even pick up the wood shit till 8:39. And it's 6 minutes up the road. He's like, fuck. I'm like, sorry, man. Anyways, he goes up there, he calls me, hey man, some of these boards are 20 fucking feet long. I go, oh, that's not good. He goes, yeah. He's like, I can get the skid steer on, but I need to put the forks under the skids and then strap them into the skids. And I need to dump the bucket of the skid steer into the back of the truck. I said, well, I guess you got to do what you got to do. He's like, yeah, fucking great. I said, okay. So then he drives to Grimsby, and that's the next phone. Calls me and goes, hey, man. Because when someone says you're going to Grimsby, you feel like you're going to a wide open place, right? Like it's lots are a fair size, driveways, like to me, Grimsby is like kind of like the country.
Because
It's
you've been
not.
there or because
No, it's just what was in my brain.
sounds like
It's Andrew ended up in like downtown Grimsby by the lake or something with the boards are 20 feet wide. The roads there are thin and there's cars parked on both sides. So he's got the skid of this fake wood and he's driving over top of the cars to get it to the house.
oh.
He calls me. He's like, "This is fucked, man. This is super fucked." I'm like, "Well, you're in Grimsby, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I guess you better." And on top of that, it's pissing rain on him, like
Oh.
pouring rain. Then he had to leave there, go to Hawkins Yard and pick up a sea can. So he had to unchain the machine to get the sea can on because just the way. So he unchains the machine, puts sea can, gets back to our yard. Now he's got to take the machine off. I was fucking around. We're reorganizing the sea can. So I was just doing some of that today, and I look out and he's unhooking the truck from the fucking trailer. And I'm like, what is he doing? I'm like, oh shit, the bucket's still in the back of the truck. So he's unhooked the trailer, dumped the bucket out, hooked the truck back up, put the skid steer away. I will say this: he never once got pissed. He just was like, whatever, man. This is what I got to do today. He's the fucking best, like the best. Because I was like, man, I've owned this company. If I had gone through this today, I would have fucking lit.